In our solar system, Jupiter is the undisputed king. It is so massive that it can fit 1,300 Earths inside it. But if we travel deep into the Milky Way galaxy, we realize that Jupiter is just a small child compared to some cosmic monsters. Today, we are exploring 10 massive planets that make Jupiter look tiny. We will look at how they were discovered, what makes them unique, and exactly how many Jupiters it would take to match their size. Let's begin our countdown. Jupiter. Jupiter was first studied in detail in 1610 by Galileo Galilei. Using his basic telescope, he discovered its 4 largest moons, proving that not everything in space revolves around the Earth. Jupiter is a gas giant with a diameter 11 times that of Earth. It's famous for its Great Red Spot, a storm larger than our entire planet. In our script today, Jupiter will be our scale of 1. Everything else we see will be a multiple of this giant. Exo 6b. Our first giant is Exo 6b, discovered in 2016 by the EXO project using the transit method. Located in the constellation Camelopardalis, this planet is what scientists call a hot Jupiter. It is roughly 1.5 times the size of Jupiter. Because it orbits its star so closely, its atmosphere is puffed up by intense heat. While Jupiter takes 12 years to orbit the Sun, Exo 6b completes its year in just 3.8 days. It is a fast-moving, glowing gas giant that marks the beginning of our list of monsters. PDS 70. In 2018, astronomer Miriam Kepler used the Very Large Telescope in Chile to make a historic discovery, PDS 70b. This planet is special because it is a protoplanet, a world still in the process of being born. It is roughly 1.75 times the size of Jupiter. Using the VLT's advanced laser technology to clear the atmospheric blur, scientists captured the first ever clear image of this newborn giant gathering dust and gas from the disks surrounding its young star. It is a rare look at how giants are made. TRES 4b. Next is TRES 4b, discovered in 2007 by the Transatlantic Exoplanet Survey. This planet is a scientific mystery. It is 1.8 times the size of Jupiter, but it is incredibly light. In fact, it has the density of a cork. Scientists call these puffy planets. Even though it is much larger than Jupiter, it has much less mass. It is so light that if you had a bathtub large enough, this giant planet would actually float on water. Its massive size is caused by the extreme heat from its star, which causes its gases to expand like a giant balloon. WASP-12. Discovered in 2008 by the SuperWASP survey, WASP-12b is one of the strangest sights in the universe. It is 1.9 times the size of Jupiter, but it isn't a perfect sphere. Because it is so close to its star, the star's gravity is literally stretching the planet into the shape of an egg. Not only that, but this planet is pitch black. It absorbs almost all the light that hits it, making it one of the darkest objects ever found. It is a giant, egg-shaped shadow in the depths of space. Kelt 9b. In 2017, Scott Godey and his team discovered Kelt 9b, matching WASP-12b in size. At 1.9 times Jupiter, this planet holds a different record. It is the hottest planet ever found. With temperatures reaching 4,300 degrees Celsius, it is hotter than most stars. The heat is so extreme that the atmosphere isn't made of water vapor or clouds, but of vaporized metals like iron and titanium. It is a massive metallic furnace orbiting a bright blue star. WASP-17. Crossing the double Jupiter mark, we find WASP-17b, discovered in 2009 by David Anderson. This planet is exactly 2 times the size of Jupiter. WASP-17b is famous for being a rebel. It orbits its star in the opposite direction of the star's rotation. It is another puffy giant, with a huge volume but very low mass. It is so large and so light that it challenged everything scientists thought they knew about how planets are formed. HAT P67b in 2017. By the HATNet project, HAT P67b takes the size up even further. It is roughly 2.1 times the width of Jupiter. This planet is an extreme example of gas expansion. It orbits a rapidly aging star, and the intense radiation has caused the planet's atmosphere to swell to an enormous size. It has no solid surface, just layer after layer of superheated gas, spanning over 300,000 kilometers in diameter. ROX-42 in 2013 by Thane Curry. ROX-42 is 2.5 times the size of Jupiter. But size isn't its only massive feature. It is 9 times heavier than Jupiter. It is so large and heavy that scientists are still debating if it's a planet or a brown dwarf, a failed star. It sits 440 light-years away, a lonely, dark giant that sits on the very edge of what we define as a planet, HD 100546b. Finally, we reach the ultimate boss of the planetary world, HD 100546b. Discovered in 2013 by Sasha Quanz using the VLT, this monster is 7 times the size of Jupiter. If you replace Jupiter with this planet, it would dominate our sky, looking like a second massive moon. It is a protoplanet, still growing and gathering mass from its surroundings. It is the bridge between the world of planets and the world of stars. The largest planetary scale object ever discovered by humanity.